afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And today we are looking at the Trimaran again. No, not really. If you guys follow the channel, obviously we've already unboxed this and reviewed it, but unfortunately, I guess, this got me itchy for some more Waterworld figures. I have a couple carded, but I needed some loose to kind of fill out this ship. But I think the realization also has come that I don't have a place for this loose right now. I am looking at, in the future, getting a few more glass cases, and maybe it'll fit on top of that, but I'm not too sure. So I figured I'll probably go ahead and box it back up. But for my 90s, not shelf, I have a whole cabinet of 90s action figures. I figured, no pun intended, why not look online and try to find some loosies. So that's what I did. Let's go ahead and get this Trimaran out of the way, because he's going to be a problem. So is me having to unbuild that thing, that's for sure. But I did come across a lot on eBay, and surprisingly, it was a pretty fair deal. I don't quite remember how many are in here, but I do know it comes with a ton of accessories. They did look like they were in pretty good shape, so I guess we're going to find out. We got a nice big baggie here. Thank you, Bradley, from Mila, I'm assuming. Mila or Micah, maybe? Either way. Mila or Micah, if you've seen Was a Euro Trip, that can get you into trouble. Mika, not Mike, you know. That's the trouble. If you get that reference, then hit us with a like down below. Alright, let's just do it the good old way and just pour. Oh boy, look at that goodness. Holy moly. Now, will I be able to piece and part these all where they need to go, how they're supposed to go? Yeah, the answer is probably no on that. I don't think I'll be able to do that. I don't know that I want to pose them, you know, with all these kind of extra battle features and things like that. So, I guess the best thing to do is let's just get into the actual figures here. As you can see, tons and tons of accessories. But I think I paid $35 for it, or maybe I offered 30, so it ended up being like, you know, close to 40 shipped and all that good stuff. But I mean, we get tons of fun things. We got this little fishy thing, another little underwater varmint there. Just extra added toy value. We kind of hit a couple of the highlights that we've got here. A big old claw thing that obviously wears on his chest and shoots something. So a lot of fun. More piratey stuff, I think, is really kind of what we're going at. Look at this. That's a lot of stringies there. But let's go ahead and get into the figures. Like I said, I guess this is probably like a tall warrior, but looks really pretty good. A little scuff here, a little scuff there, tiny scuff there, but you know, overall pretty good shape, I think. Yeah, I mean, that's a paint. That's not a scuff, so that's pretty cool. It's like a flame, like that. Very cool atoll warrior soldier there, so pretty fun. This is like the police guy there, the man in charge of the atoll there at the beginning of the movie where he gets captured. But pretty cool. Look at the nice sculpt here with the little kind of like fish scale leather. I think it's kind of what they were going for. Look there. But pretty good. Look at the face on that. I mean, these are pretty decent figures condition-wise. I think they're pretty good so far. Let's keep the fingers crossed that keeps going. But yeah, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 figures. $5 a figure, basically. And for, this old a figure, I think that's a pretty good deal. Then we have our first Mariner here. Kevin Costner lookalike. No fish ears, so it does have the little extra earring there, so that's pretty cool. Again, with the different kind of pants for sure. Again, no real issues. Knife in the back, I do like that. No paint issues. A little bit here on the foot, little rub action. So they have been played with a little bit. I guess whoever got these wasn't a big fan of the show, but that could have even happened just from falling off a shelf. I think this is from maybe the Wave Rider on-card set there. So pretty neat. Actually, I wonder, let's hold that thought. Luckily, my Waterworld figure is only like 2 feet away. Let's see here. Yep. All right. So we can actually do that here in just a second. Got the carding. So we can actually look on the back and see what we got, right? That makes sense. Should have done that ahead of time, but hey, bear with me. So we've got all the Mariner guys here, and then we've got the bad guy here. One of the bad guys, the second in command. Love the detail here. This is really cool. The connecting pieces of kind of armor. Again, you got that kind of, not snake, you want to say snake, but fish leather action. Again, with that kind of effect here on the other arm. Definitely looks like that one guy. I think that's kind of one of the better likenesses there of the group, but pretty cool. And then you've got the main baddie with the bad eye. What's that? Joe? Something Joe? Not Captain Joe. Something Joe. Can't remember. Is it written on here? Deacon. Deacon. Okay. I guess I messed up. Joe, maybe was that the boat? I don't know. Anyway, irrelevant to the point, but there you go again. Pretty nice. Look at that. Fun stuff. I really love this movie. It's such a fun movie. I watch it at least once a year. I always kind of like post-apocalyptic type movies, and this is kind of right up there with it. And just a big budget, good physical effects, good humor, good laughs, stuff like that. And here's another one of those little extra added value kind of pieces that you got there. But I guess I will be able to piece most of these together, because here we have the box art from one of the figures. So we should have most of this together, and I guess I could, if I want to, I can go ahead and, okay, so that was a smoker. Okay, so that was a bad guy. Okay, so this guy was not an atoll worker. He is in fact a smoker. He looked like a nice guy, but I guess he's not a nice guy. That's a bummer. So it looks like the only one that I am missing here is the Hydro Stinger Mariner. So I think I've got, so every other figure that's on this card I have. Don't have this piece right here, but I do have the Wave Ripper Mariner. We do have the Trimarin. So again, pretty much everything, at least that's on this card. I'm assuming there's others in other places, but there may be a few more figures elsewhere. But this is, you know, $95 to get all these for $35. I think that's a pretty good deal. But let's go ahead, get them all offline. Okay, so that's who that goes with. Get them all offline, and I guess we'll do our best to put these all together for the sake of science, for the sake of the video, and get a full kind of look at what these are supposed to look at. So let's do it. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know it's been a weird one, but you know, it's been fun. I like unboxing sort of these old school 90s figures. Couple of realizations. It's missing a lot more pieces than I thought to really kind of get everybody set up, and I'm going to take these right off because they're making them fall over big time, especially this one. And then I came to the realization also that I think some of these things don't belong. I don't think these belong with Waterworld, period. And then these are definitely things from the Mariner ship, so that's good to have if anybody ever needs these pieces. There they are. I'm sure these are not easy to come by, so good to have. And some of these other things, I don't know if they are actually all from this line. I think these two are, but this one is tricky for me, this bow. I haven't seen it in the images yet from the back of the card. Maybe it's that bow? That's probably what it is, right? So they just did, instead of the yellow, or instead of the blue, they just went ahead and made a yellow. So that's probably what's going on there. Got it. I did just put in a offer for this one. I have it carded to get it loose off of eBay. So it was like, I think it was like $8 or whatever. So made an offer for that. And then I just need to find this guy loose, and I'll have everybody. So I think all in all, it'll probably be like $55, maybe $60 to have them all in for the whole line of Waterworld figures, including the Atoll ships, or not the Atoll, God, I keep calling it the Atoll, the Mariner ship there. So pretty cool. Really like these figures. These are fun. Put them in your Jurassic Park thing. Have a whole weird Jurassic Park Waterworld set up there. Very Kenner, very 90s for that time frame. They kind of made all these figures the same way, Terminator, things like that. So pretty awesome, pretty stoked. But at the end of the day, those are just my thoughts, and I'm sure that you have yours as well. And we'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. Did you like Waterworld? Did you love Waterworld like I did? Or is it just kind of one of those movies you like to make fun of? And what do you think about the figs? But all those messages, just throw them all in there to the comment section. We love to hear about them, and we appreciate you doing that. While you're there, you might as well go ahead and like. You might as well go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as we do post new content every single day. But it is time to get on out of here. It is time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back. And we'll see you all next time.